Hey cuties! So today, I just wanted to come and do one of these unedited, talking, no music, no flashy lights or anything like that. Just sitting here talking with you guys. I'm going to try to keep it unedited, but if I do say something that I don't want shown, because I'm going to keep this as real as possible, then I will edit it, or if it gets too long or whatever. So, I was just getting ready, just had a shower, and I felt like, halfway through my makeup, I was like, I need to film this. I just need to. I feel the need to, so I'm going to. Basically, from the title, we're going to be talking about controlling or abusive relationships, negative relationships, bad relationships, more specifically, controlling relationships. A lot of you might not know, maybe you do. I was in a controlling relationship, quite a bad controlling relationship for a long time, off and on for about 7 years, since I was like 15. And I'm not going to get into too much about specifics just because obviously there's other people involved. I don't know if they want to be sharing on here, especially with this kind of story. Or it isn't a story. It is a story, but it's not like made up. You guys know what I mean? I know people always say, oh, story time. Well, it's fake then because a story is made up. I don't know, some people think like that, but this isn't the case. This is 100% real life and true. And I did go through it and deal with it for a long time. I'm still going through it because I feel like if you go through something so powerful, it's going to stay with you for life. That's just my feelings. Like, I get some questions like, oh, I'm going through an abusive relationship, or I did go through, or whatever the case may be. How do I get over it? How do I stop thinking about it? To me, you don't, because you always will keep that with you because you grow as a person. You always keep that in the back of your mind saying, like, I went through this and now I'm going to be stronger. So my basic purpose right now is to help anyone who's either going through an abusive relationship. I'm just making sure my phone's turned off. Is to help everyone who's going through it, who did go through it, is going through it currently, or who may go through it, that you do not need to go through this. I wish that at the time I had somebody, or YouTube, I shouldn't say somebody, lots of people were trying to help, but like a YouTube video where I could just sit down and watch it and just like have no biased opinions and just watch somebody tell me. I don't know, like I wish I could have something like that. So that's my prerogative here today. I don't want to make this too long. I'm going to try to keep it under 20 minutes. But I just want to share everything. I have a little notepad as I was like getting ready. I just really writing down things because I do that when I'm, have like inspiration. So basically, my controlling relationship lasted a long time and it started off perfect. And that's like your typical controlling relationship, is it'll start super good. It's all like butterflies and flowers and roses, and it's like, oh, because they want to show you the best, right? So that and every controlling relationship isn't the same. You could have like a complete opposite one, could be similar, but this is just for mine. It started out amazingly. I was 15 and the person was above 20 years old, but I didn't know that at the time because they lied to me about their age and name and like a lot of other things. But anyway, started out like in a negative light, I feel, because of those things. And I didn't see it because I was so young. That doesn't mean that everyone young won't see it, but I think that's a huge part of it, was I was very young. Now I'm so happy because I'm out of that relationship. So my family was very concerned about me, and it was scary. My sister and my mom took me out for supper one day and like sat me down and was like stressing their concerns and how scared they were for me, because one day, well, there's lots of stories which I'm not gonna ever get into, but one in particular, I was at 3 o'clock in the morning. My mom wakes up, comes downstairs because she hears a lot of noises, and I'm barricading my parents' front door with like couches, chairs, everything. And my mom said, "What's going on?" I was honestly scared for my safety and my parents' safety because of the controlling nature. Like, I was scared, I was threatened, and nobody should feel like that. Men, women, anybody. Nobody should feel like that. I might say boyfriend a lot in this video because that's what I dealt with, but girlfriends can be like that too. It can be same sex, opposite sex, and the racist sexes, it doesn't matter. Like, a controlling relationship is horrible either way. So I lost a lot of friends because of the controlling relationship, and I know that was why, because who wants to be with somebody when like you're hanging out with your friend, everything's all happy, and my phone's like literally ringing off the hook and I have 150 missed calls, like, where are you now, like, get your friends to talk, tell them to say hello, like, tell me you love me really loud so I know that you're not with, it's just like crazy. Or like when they drop me off, he's there, questioning them, like who wants to deal with that? Or who wants to watch their friend go through something like that? Some people just literally can't deal with it, and it's so understandable. Like, who can watch that, especially for years and years and years? It's really sad, and I just hope none of you are going through that or will or have. And if you are out of it, I praise you so much. And if you're still in it, I hope this video can help. Really, people are gonna say, "Oh, what's the magic cure? Where can you get help?" I was looking for that cure for ages. I was like, "How can I get out? Where can I get out?" Googling, YouTubing, everything. The answer is you. Only you can do it. Your mom can tell you all day long. My mom told me all day long, like, this isn't a good relationship, like, we're scared for your safety and your future and all this, and this, blah, blah, blah. Only you can truly make that choice. There were lots of the times where I left him, right? Oh, I'm leaving him, bye, leaving. But then I would still go back, because that's me. Right? That's ultimately me. You have the power for your world. Life is so short, so short. That's why I don't go around to people's Instagrams, Twitters, YouTubes, anything like that, and leave like little nasty comments or hate comments personally, because I don't want that for my life. I want to keep as positive as possible, because life is so short. You can die at 1 year old, you can die at 15, you can die at 40, 80, whatever. Your life, there's no guarantees. The thing that we all have in common is there's no guarantee in when you're gonna die. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's no guarantee. It can happen, and it happens. So why go through a miserable situation when there is such positivity out there? My main thing, and I don't know if this is for you guys too who are going through it, if you are, my main thing is I was going to be alone, and I didn't want to be alone. It didn't matter if I was with somebody who was horrible to me. I was with somebody, so that's it. I don't feel like that anymore in any sense. I am so capable of being by myself, and as are you. Trust me, believe me. You are so capable of being by yourself. You are your own best friend. You know yourself the most, and you can do it. You really can. You may require help, like if you have a baby, or if you maybe don't have enough income, you need help. There's always help somewhere. Some family, friends, funding, there's always a way to help. You don't need to be with somebody who's going to treat you like absolute shit every day or every month or whatever it is. One time's enough, just saying. You don't need that. You really don't. And you are special. I remember one time I was laying in bed and I said to myself, well, this is my life. This is my life, and I guess I'm just in this relationship for the rest of my life because I can't get out. So I can't get out. It's all good. Sorry, my hair's wet, but that's okay. That's it. That's just my life. I'm just gonna be miserable and whatever, because I'll choose to be miserable if it keeps my family safe. Because I felt as if I left, then the person would go after my family. And I said, you know what? As long as my family's safe, I can be upset, and that's just no way to live, like, at all. And it's really sad what I went through and what a lot of people do go through. What my huge advice is to step back and look at your relationship, as in, like, you're in it, you're talking, you're having an argument or a fight or whatever it is, like, you're there, right, one-on-one, having the conversation. Step back, try to almost like eliminate yourself from the situation and look down on the argument itself. As in, when you're explaining to your mom, your friends, or family, like, the situation that happened, like, oh, this happened, he said this, she said this, I did this. Picture you as that friend. You're telling that friend that story. So see how it sounds in your mind. Not just you being there, like, having the conversation, like, oh, he treats me like crap. Step out of that and watch it and look at it in a different light. When you look at something in a different way, there's always two sides to every story. There's always two sides to every argument. There's always two sides to every situation. You have to look at it from a different angle, because you could get a different perspective and say, like, wow, should I be in this? Like, I can make it on my own. You can. You really can. Nobody deserves this. And you can be happy again. You can go out again and be happy and have your own place and have your own furniture, have your own whatever it is. Like, if you're a teenager, if you're an old man or an old woman, it doesn't matter. Nobody deserves it. And it's 100% the truth. Like, I was terrified at some points in my relationship, and I still kept a happy smile on my face. And I was so hurting inside. Like, I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be in that relationship anymore for, like, probably 5.5 years of the relationship I didn't want to be in. And that's sad And I told that person every single day, like, I don't want to be here. And it was guilt tripping and the controlling nature. And I keep saying "and" I feel in this video, but that's okay, just because I'm just trying to be as honest and real as I can. And when I realized one day that I do have worth, I am worth this, I can be alone. I can do it. I can be alone. I have friends, I have family, and I'm just gonna do it. I have never been happier, ever. Lots of hardships came from that when I ended it, and still to this day I get contacted from the person. You can go to the police, you can get restraining orders, you can change your number, your email, your all this, you can block calls, but only you have the ability to do that. You can't be like, oh, don't want to be with you anymore, and then, oh, hey, when you're sad, text them. You're having that conversation, you're having that attachment, and you can't do that. You have to be you. Stand your ground and stand up for what you believe in and what your happiness. You deserve happiness, and you do. Maybe you don't seem like that right now, but you do. You really do. What else do I have on this list? You can be alone. Yeah, it's so true, because you can be alone. I'm very happy now in my current relationship, or any other relationships, even when I ended that one, when somebody's being like controlling or whatever it is, I just think to myself, like, I don't have to be here and I can be alone. Like, if there's something that you don't like in a relationship, you obviously work on it. But if it can't be worked on, you don't need a boyfriend, you don't need a girlfriend. I see people all the time being like, oh, I wish I had this. Yeah, for good reasons and positive reasons, but you don't need somebody in your life. I'm happy by myself. I have friends, I have family, I'm happy now. You don't need it. And it was just one of the worst 7 years of my life, and I'm 26. I'm not old, but I'm not youngin' either. Like, that's a long time to spend, and I was scared a lot of the times. And there is help out there. Kids Help Phone. I was trying to research online for like actual help. There's like websites you can read articles and stuff like that, but it is ultimately you. You hold the power. You have everything to stand up for yourself. And, there will be people that can be there for you. But being honest, when I finished the relationship, I didn't need anybody to be there for me, because I was so happy. I was like a weight lifted off of me. I didn't have to have all the negativity, and it's just like, it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life to just be away and know in my heart that I don't want to go back, and I want to have a new life and have a new outlook on life. So I just wanted to sit here and tell you guys that your life is worth it, whether you're in abusive, emotionally, physically, verbally, anything. Even if you're in like a shitty relationship, even if you're not being controlled or anything, even if you're in the worst relationship possible, or maybe you just don't want to be in that relationship anymore, but you feel bad. I've had people message me that too. Like, oh, he really, really likes me, but like, I don't really like him. So like, I feel bad, so I'm just gonna stay. Like, no. Life is too short. Like I said, you can die like tomorrow. Do you want that as your life? No, you don't. Like, YouTube's fun. Like, you can spend your time on YouTube, or you can, go outside and play Pokemon Go, or start a collection, start a hobby, like movies and TV, and go hang out with friends, meet people, go shopping, go do all, like, there's so many things in the world. Travel. Like, go walk down the street. There's so much beauty in everything that you do not need to be tied down at any age. I think that's all I wanted to say. I didn't think I would get like that emotional in this video, because I just wanted it to be informative and trying to just like say that it is only on you. I had a situation recently, and somebody really close to me, and they were on the phone with me and just explaining things, and they have such good advice, and just saying to me like, it's you and only you. Like, no, everyone can tell you things all day long, but it's only you that have the choice and the power. It's your life. If somebody says to you, oh, leave that person, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, like, let's just say it's your mom. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do it because my mom said. It wasn't really you wanting to. It was like somebody giving you that push, but you didn't really ultimately do it. You need to. See the outside of it, look into it, and there's always help. There's always green grass on the other side. So So I love you guys. I just haven't really seen too many videos like this, especially lately or anything. It's always a lot of drama on YouTube and things like that. And I can do videos on like hauls and shopping and stuff like that all day long, but I feel like every once in a while I need to give you guys some encouragement and to know to be happy and there's happiness. And I'm sorry if I repeated like 80 things, just keep going in this video, but I want to stress it, and I love you to the moon and back. And I hope you guys have a great day, and remember that you're all worth it and you have a place in my heart, and I can't be more thankful for you. Bye guys.